He said nothing as they zip-tied his wrists, shattered his equipment, and laughed in his face. Just a quiet trucker, they thought, until the state patrol showed up and whispered his name. Who was he really? And why did the FBI launch an investigation the next day? Kevin Rook Dawson adjusted the grip on the wheel of his rig, his fingers calloused from decades of both war and road. The cab was silent except for the low hum of the engine and the intermittent ping of encrypted communications. His trailer was unmarked, matte black, and bolted shut with a biometric lock. For the last 6 weeks, Kevin had been working out of a desolate warehouse in the Wyoming Plains, a classified military logistics test site. He was part of a system monitoring how new tech behaved in real-world scenarios. He'd been given one directive: stay off radar. That morning, a storm rolled over the hills. Kevin approached the old Route 47 way station. Inside, Travis Shaw, a barrel-chested DOT inspector, glanced at Kevin's rig on the monitor. No plates, no logo. This guy think he's Batman. His partner, Vince O'Donnell, was already donning gloves. Let's go introduce ourselves. Kevin rolled down the window. Morning, officers, he said flatly. License, registration, and bill of lading, Travis demanded. Kevin handed over a federal ID. No name, no photo, just a DOD classification number. This a joke? No, sir. You think you can roll into my station with a mystery box on wheels? Vince circled the rig. He's hauling ghosts. I'm authorized for military logistics operations, Kevin said evenly. I'm not at liberty to discuss contents. Oh, we'll discuss it. Pop the trailer now. Kevin paused. I can't do that. Wrong answer. Travis grabbed Kevin's arm and yanked the door open. Step out. Kevin didn't resist. Years of discipline taught him that escalation only feeds bullies. Nearby truckers raised phones, cameras recording. Kevin was pushed against the rig. Plastic zip ties snapped over his wrists. Travis rummaged through the cab, pulling out a rugged hard drive with a biometric scanner. When it didn't open, he hurled it down the ravine. Probably smuggling tech for China, he spat. Vince started yanking cables, smashing a control panel. Sparks jumped. Smoke drifted. You want to play silent soldier? Kevin winced. That was a $2 million sensor suite. And it was gone. Suddenly, a sharp siren pierced the air. A state patrol vehicle pulled up. Captain Norman Reese stepped out. What's going on here? Routine inspection, Travis replied. Driver wouldn't comply. Reese's eyes landed on Kevin and his expression changed instantly. Cut him loose now. Sir, this man is... I said, cut him loose. Reese stepped forward, lowering his voice. That man is Kevin Dawson, Special Forces Delta operator, 3 tours. Last known clearance. Omega Black. You don't detain him. You call someone. The ties were cut. Kevin rubbed his wrists. He still didn't speak. As the engine growled to life, dozens of phones stayed fixed on him. The videos were already uploading. And somewhere, Agent Sophia Stone watched the first clip appear in a secure FBI alert thread. I know that look, she whispered. He's seen something. Within hours, the incident exploded across the internet. Millions watched it. But while the internet burned with outrage, Sophia sat in Quantico, reviewing footage. She looked for patterns. Veteran drivers flagged for minor infractions. Increased citations on unbranded rigs. Confidential complaints buried under lack of evidence. It's not just harassment, she said aloud. It's strategic. Someone's targeting military logistics. She compiled a cross-reference. One name kept appearing. Lieutenant Carla Hurley, DOT Regional Supervisor. Sophia dug deeper. Hurley had recently bought a mountain property under a shell company. All cash, a $500,000 cabin on a lieutenant's salary. Then Sophia found emails between Hurley and Skyrest Freight Solutions, a rising competitor in military transport bidding. They were supposed to sabotage the competition. Kevin hadn't been pulled over by accident. He had been targeted. Sophia sent a secure message. Subject is Kevin Dawson. Code name Rook. Possible breach of federal integrity operations. Recommend escalation. Months later, the wind stirred up the Wyoming dust as Kevin eased his truck into Eric's diner. Inside, a man burst through the door. Raymond Toller, ex-Army, stormed inside wearing desert camo. His M4 rifle was real and loaded. "Everyone down now," Raymond roared. Kevin didn't move. He studied Raymond's stance. The man wasn't here to rob. He was unraveling. Kevin stood slowly. "Let them go. You don't want to do this." Raymond turned the rifle toward him. "Who the hell are you?" Kevin didn't answer with a name. "You were discharged," Kevin said softly. "Other than honorable. Denied 4 times. Raymond's eyes flared. "How do you know that?" "I've seen your file, seen myself." Kevin stepped forward. "You think the discharge defines you, but it's not." "I lost everything," Raymond barked. "I do," Kevin said. Raymond's hands started to shake. The rifle's barrel dropped. "You didn't come here to kill anyone," Kevin said. "You came here hoping someone would finally understand. So here I am. I understand." Raymond looked at the window. Red dots appeared on his chest. "They'll shoot me anyway." "Not if I walk you out," Kevin said. Then slowly Raymond released the rifle. Kevin placed a firm hand on his shoulder. They walked out together. The press didn't call him a ghost this time. They called him a savior. The Wyoming wind curled over the open plains. Kevin guided his truck down a narrow highway. In the passenger seat, his teenage nephew Eli leaned forward. "Feel that?" Kevin said. "That's a crosswind. If you don't account for it, you'll start drifting." They'd been on the road since sunrise. Kevin hadn't spoken much about what happened. It lived in the silence. Back in D.C., Sophia Stone had taken heat for going after a federal agency. But she didn't flinch. Hurley had stood trial, plead guilty. She was serving 6 years. DOT offices implemented transparency reforms. Body cams were now required. Sophia never gave interviews, but when asked why she pursued the case, she offered one sentence. He didn't raise his voice, even when they broke everything he carried. That kind of restraint deserves justice. Kevin hadn't spoken to her since. All he wanted was the road. They pulled off near a flat expanse. "Take the wheel," he said. Eli blinked. "Wait, you're serious?" Kevin nodded. "We're on private land. No law against learning." Later that evening, parked near a bluff, Kevin stood beside the truck as Eli skipped rocks. "You ever get mad?" Eli asked. "At what they did to you?" Kevin stared into the distance. "I used to," he said. "But I learned something." "What's that?" "The road don't lie, only people do." Eli looked puzzled. Kevin placed a hand on the truck's fender. "The road tells you exactly what it is. It doesn't pretend. People wear uniforms, give orders, shake your hand. But not all of them mean what they say. But there are good ones, too. Ones who watch, ones who speak up, ones who drive straight even when the path's rough." "You one of the good ones?" Eli asked. Kevin cracked a tired smile. "I'm trying to be." That night, Kevin stayed awake, listening to coyotes. His thoughts drifted to Raymond. Last he heard, Raymond was in a VA facility. They'd exchanged a letter. It ended with, "You didn't see a threat. You saw a brother." "I'll never forget that." Kevin folded that memory up and tucked it away. Then he turned back to the wheel. There was still road ahead. And the road didn't lie.